Alright, let's get another game going. Here's that Sicilian. I've played this a few times. It can end up getting a little bit cramped. I used to bring the bishop up here, but then I end up having to move it. And I think I'm just going to play for the center, break this up a little bit. Looks like he's actually this is turning out better than it usually does. Now there's no pawns that can kick this. He does kind of have this avalanche of pawns coming at me, so I may have to play with my king in the middle of the board. Let's think about castling queenside or just playing with the king in the middle of the board, which isn't playing in the middle of the board here. Hold on. If he pushes that up, I think it's bad for me. Playing in the middle of the board in this position, I don't think it's too bad, because well, this is frustrating. Take. I really don't want to castle just yet. Not there. So I can keep these pawns intact. Either way, the queen is covering both these squares. This I don't mind. But like I was saying, playing in the middle of the board here is not a big deal, because these pawns are really defensive. But now I plan to castle queenside, because I think this looks dangerous. I've completed my development. All my pieces are developed, and my rooks are connected. And his whole king side, all of his pieces, none of his pieces but a knight that's been traded off and this bishop have moved. So where to start the my strategy here is to do something with this square potentially. Bring the over here, harassing his queen. That's fine. Play for this square. Interesting. I think I'm going to move this bishop so he's forced to move his rook, and that only leaves him with castling queenside. I think he's kind of exposed himself on both sides. This also may win me this pawn. So I am down. He has a bishop pair, but I think I have a slightly better position. If he ever takes here, which now would be the time to do it, because I'm gonna reinstate this pin. Then I have check here, winning the rook. There may be some minor annoyances with some checks here and there, but I don't anticipate anything major. If he comes up towards the bishop, I'm going to say there could be a problem. If he would have came here, attacking those two pieces, I would have had a hard time figuring out how to defend. He's threatening this piece too. Let's just play defensively for right now. I don't want to make things worse. He can come check. I come up here. He can check. I push the pawn. He may have a draw by repetition if he wants to do that. But he doesn't. So I'm going to give myself a way out of that draw. If he checks, I come up here. If he checks up there, oh no, it's still there. The draw is still there because he's covering this escape square. So there's always a draw by repetition in this position. I'm trying to fix that. I may have to give up a pawn. So he's found the draw. If he wants to play that, he can now. Just be check, and there's not really anything I can do. If you repeat the same sequence 3 times, it's a draw. So if that's his plan, he should hurry up and just go forward with it. Well, no, let's see. He checks. I come up here. Yeah, he check. I can't move towards him. He checks down here. Maybe if I can come to this square, I can come to B2. So it's not a draw. He can check. I come back up here. He goes back up there, and then I can move towards him, stopping that, which is. Got to be careful coming off of this. The second I come off of here, there's a weakness that I'm no longer defending this guy. I've stopped the A1 checks. Both running low on time, and this setup while I'm recording and doing video isn't so hot for moving fast. It's a little bit of an annoying move. So does he have another potential draw by a... Kind of out of time. Oh, are you kidding me? This was a completely winning position for me. All I would have had to do was bring the queen into the corner here, but I just didn't have enough time to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna need to see about setting up, getting the video camera going on a faster computer, so I can, in these crunch positions, I can play on a more responsive board. But anyways, we'll post those. It happens sometimes. Comes down to the wire. It should be pretty obvious in this position that it's a... well, so he could try to escape. If he escapes, I come up here and check. Actually, that's mate. If he goes to D6, then the queen comes up to E7. Well, this square is open. And anyway you look at it, it starts getting pretty bad for black here. It's not a forced mate, but well, and he's also got this. If it's not absolutely winning, all he's got to do is go to this C6 square, and I don't have an immediate check, although it's getting pretty close. But then he's just got this back and forth with the queen, so. Yeah, so that's so especially in like more important over the board types of games, I'm starting to see these potentials for a draw by repetition. So I need to just be better at spotting those and learning how to. Looks like I'm gonna have to experiment with giving up a move just to deal with these potential draw by repetition scenarios. So that's the thing to learn, and in this position probably is just that even if you do get into a winning or crushing position. Well, in this game I ended up losing by time, but if I had reached the same position in the board and had time, my opponent still had this draw by repetition a couple times during the game. So if you want to get the full points of the win, and yeah, make sure your opponent can't do that to you. Anyways, we'll get these posted, and I'll keep working on a solution for. I've got another laptop that I might be able to set up. I got to look over it and see what kind of connectors it's got, but I might be able to use that for playing chess from. I might experiment with like a lower resolution screen too. That might give me the performance I need.